Get ready for a thrilling tour of the most fantastic holiday windows of the season. All you have to do is sit back and enjoy.
Ain't they purty?
Meet our first designer, artist Lonnie Hanzon. Here he is last year at Neiman Marcus in Dallas, waiting for his creation to be revealed. Yep, it's a tree made out of car parts. See, Neiman Marcus does things a bit differently. They've got one really big window, and they always decorate it with a tree. Ignaz Gorashek is the man at Neiman Marcus who comes up with the wacky tree ideas.
Okay, Lonnie.
Yes, sir.
It's never too early to start about next year. I got some great ideas I got to sit down and talk to you about.
And those new ideas will not involve hardware. It's January, and Lonnie, you've got mail.
Yeah, I often get these mystery packages.
Inside, clues to the theme of this year's Neiman Marcus tree from Ignaz Gorashek.
We've got a candy cane, we've got a chef's jacket. I presume it's going to be something to do with food. I don't know, it could be anything.
A phone call to Dallas clears up the mystery.
No, I love it. I love it. I love to eat it. So now I'm going to make it. Okay, groovy. The charge is to come up with a way to make a 14.5-foot tree out of sugar.
Ignaz wants something completely different than last year's car tree. 14 feet of sugar is certainly different. This could get interesting.
I could swear I've done nothing remotely like this in my life. I mean, you know, I don't cook. I mean, I love candy.
By spring, Lonnie's taken courses at a world-famous pastry school in Florida. He learns how to work with sugar and then turns part of his Denver studio into what he calls the Sugar Shack.
At this point, it's all about the molecules getting to know each other and being happy, happy, happy.
Lonnie starts experimenting, boiling, measuring, and pouring.
The lime green is fabulous.
All he knows for sure is that he needs to make really big decorations for the tree, and they have to be made out of sugar.
Okay, go with it. Just go with it. Okay, we're making a large alien swan. It's a beginning. It's a start. I don't know.
Voila, the alien fruit.
It looks like Lonnie really needs to get cooking if he's gonna get his tree done.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Hey, Lonnie.
Hello.
Good to see you, my friend. How are you? Good to see you.
Ignaz Gorashek is the man who hired Lonnie. It was his idea to create a giant tree made entirely out of sugar for Neiman Marcus in Dallas.
My biggest fear right now is making sure that Denver doesn't run out of sugar.
Denver won't run out of the sweet stuff, but Lonnie's run out of room in his kitchen. So he takes Ignaz to a local candy factory where he can use their giant kettles to boil 100 pounds of sugar at a time.
We're at 314 degrees now. We're going to go to 340 degrees in this particular case.
Lonnie's thinking he needs to make at least 2,000 pounds worth of decorations for the tree, and he has no problem putting the boss to work.
I had no idea I was going to do this, but I have to admit I'm having fun, and I've learned something new, and I'm going to think very carefully before I come up with next year's idea.
The liquid sugar is about to go from clear to colorful.
It's all in the wrist.
Lonnie doesn't do anything small, and his plan is to build a tree of giant dinner plate frisbee-looking thingies. The guys are racing the clock to get it all done.
Because we don't have a lot of time to work here. This is all going to cool within the next 10 minutes, and then you're out of luck. It's getting pretty thick. You're going to have to move pretty.
I'm moving faster.
Okay.
Lonnie thinks he's going to need several hundred of these discs for the tree.
Beautiful in the light.
After the candy factory, it's back to Lonnie's studio, where Ignaz gets his first peek at what the tree may look like. This is just a practice tree, and already there are some potential problems.
it's incredibly fragile. Sugar is not, this looks like glass, but it's not durable.
But as Lonnie points out, the steel tree itself is rock solid.
Yeah, it's sturdy.
Oh my.
I guess it depends on your definition of sturdy. It's October and Lonnie Hanzon is surrounded by boxes. He and partner Terry Kepsel have a long day of packing in front of them.
I've never done this before. I don't know how this stuff is going to arrive, but everybody says you can't transport it at all.
The goal is to get these very delicate decorations to Texas in one piece.
This is impossible, but we do it anyway.
Lonnie's packing because he'll spend the final month before the window is revealed at Neiman Marcus, making the last bits of the tree on site. Sugar is sensitive to temperature, and Denver and Dallas are very different.
Rain is going to be a huge problem. Humidity is going to be a huge problem. Snow is going to be a huge problem.
Lonnie's hoping most of this stuff will arrive in one piece, and that he has room in his truck for everything.
It just has to fit, because otherwise we're kind of messed up.
Eventually, everything fits. A quick look at the map, and it's time to hit the road.
See you in Dallas!
Yeehaw! Welcome to Texas, Lonnie.
Wow! Is it humid here or what?
It's a little, just...
Oh boy.
Lonnie and his truck full of sugar have made it to Dallas. In 3 weeks, his window will be unveiled at Neiman Marcus. But first, he has to unload the truck. Hey, watch the hair.
All we do is have you work right here.
Whoa.
What do you think?
Inside, Lonnie starts unpacking in the store's test kitchen.
We have ovens, storage, convection, dishwasher. Oh, too groovy.
Lonnie's hoping not to spend too much time in the kitchen. It all depends on what survived the trip from Denver.
Holy cow, I can't believe it. One piece.
Keep digging, Lonnie, because this happy illusion is about to be shattered.
Well, maybe I spoke a little soon. Okay, the rest of it's mosaic.
About half the shipment is in pieces. Lonnie thinks he'll need every minute of the next 3 weeks to make up for the loss. But he doesn't seem too broken up about it.
You can't make an omelet without breaking eggs. But now we're just gonna scramble it all up and it'll serve us well.
Day 2 in Dallas, and Lonnie starts to put together the frame of his Christmas tree. The 14-foot tree looks kind of like a 3-dimensional jigsaw puzzle as imagined by Dr. Seuss.
So that's gonna go there.
Each of these arms will hold one of Lonnie's sugar discs, and it's important they all fit perfectly.
Here's the only problem, I have an arm left.
Lighting is next, and Lonnie appears to be going for some sort of disco thing here.
Yeah, baby.
Better get cooking, Lonnie. You've got about 2,000 more pounds of sugar to make before the big day. It's less than 24 hours before the unveiling of Lonnie Hanzon's sugar tree at Neiman Marcus, and things are not all sweetness and light behind the velvet curtain.
Yeah, we're a little tighter than we planned.
What he didn't plan on was running low on sugar. Several hundred more discs need to be glued onto the tree before the reveal. Lonnie's boss at Neiman Marcus, Ignaz Gorishek, is helping out. All of a sudden, things start breaking.
This one broke.
Come in, housekeeping. This is John.
turns out the big discs are more delicate than they look.
Okay.
Just bring a vacuum as well.
Let's make the tree out of sugar.
It's the day of the unveiling. Lonnie's inside with the tree, knowing that there's only 5 hours left till go time.
I'm more on edge on this than I've been on most projects because I have had very few that you could lose the entire project right up until the unveiling. So, quite frankly, this is really testing my nerves.
Lonnie's working quickly now, putting the last few pieces in their spots. Then from behind the curtain, an awful sound.
Big disaster. I had an arm drop down and hit 5 big ones.
Lonnie gives himself a moment. And then, like a true sugar superhero, springs into action.
Time is a-wasted.
The injured sugar is wheeled through the store and into sugar surgery. The damage is not fatal. Piece by piece, Lonnie starts putting the discs back together. He works quickly using all the tools available to him. Thermometer, hammer, blowtorch.
Don't crack on me. Don't crack on me.
Another successful sugar surgery.
It's not good as new, but it's good.
With just a few hours to go, the repaired discs are rushed to the tree and gently, very gently put in place.
Okay.
It's 6 p.m. A crowd has gathered outside of Neiman Marcus, buzzing about what might be behind the curtain.
It's just really exciting. It's very cool.
The night sky in Dallas lights up.
6, 5,
And in a flash,
3, 2,
the red curtain falls.
That's a Christmas tree made out of candy.
Look at the tree and say how beautiful.
Beautiful.
Lonnie's tree glows like a pastel constellation.
I think it's fantastic. Just out of this world.
The adults are amazed by the tree,
It's awesome. We want to eat it.
but it's the reaction of the children that really gets to Lonnie.
I told you, I'm gonna cry the whole night, you know? Yeah, I see the reaction, you know, and the kids, that's the payoff, you know that. Nose prints. Nose prints is my thing.
For the kids, this tree is just a sweet dream. A sparkling, glowing tower of sugar, higher than the eye can see.
How many small pieces are in the center?
2,000.
What began as a candy cane in the mail 10 months ago has grown into 3,000 pounds of sugar pieces. 400 discs ring the tree, ranging in size from 2 inches to almost 2 feet, some weighing up to 30 pounds. 2,000 delicate ornaments float through the center of the tree. Lonnie even made candy treats for the kids to eat, and sugar baubles for the grown-ups. And for Ignaz, the man who came up with this sweet idea for a window, the evening is all he had hoped it would be. A tree that would put a smile on the face of every child.
They're always going to have a smile on their face when they think about it, because that's what the holidays are all about, and that's what this gathering was all about. I'm happy. I really can't say much more.
Okay, he can say one more thing.
So Lonnie,
Excuse me.
I got to talk to you. Got
What?
this idea about next year. It's really quite amazing. Guess what? We're going to have even more fun next year.
Okay, more?
Another
How can we
challenge?
have more fun?
Another challenge? Because we can, trust me.